felt like I was just maintaining their symptoms, and I was disappointed with the results. So now, with Matrix, I feel much more confident in my ability to, investigate the mystery that is, their condition, and come up with a real plan to really, meet their health goals.
This is an image of a young lady's right tibia. Her mom heard about me from another client.
And her age was, when you saw her, was 14?
Was 14 when I saw her, yeah. She had fibrous dysplasia. She had non-union, the bone wasn't healing properly. She broke it, and then the surgeon...
There was a spontaneous fracture after they thought it was better, right?
Yeah, exactly, yeah. It was a mess, yeah. At some point, the bone wasn't substantial enough to hold her weight, and it broke, and so the doctor, the surgeon said, okay, we're gonna have to put a rod up through the center of your tibia, that's what you see there. When she saw me, the rod was already becoming problematic. It was starting to protrude distally, and the mom was concerned. They didn't know what they were gonna do. The surgeon wasn't even sure what he was gonna do. Maybe he had to pull it out again because it wasn't, the leg wasn't accepting the rod. So I treated her a total of 6 times, and not only did I treat her lower, limbs, but also the rest of her body. And a couple weeks after that, her mom emailed me and said, "You have to see this." They went back to the doctor and had another X-ray done of the affected leg. Yeah, and this is it. She was completely astounded. The surgeon was astounded too. He didn't know what to say. Like, it was non-union for, I think, it wasn't really healing for 3-4 years or more, and the rod wasn't working. And then within a period of 3-4 months and 4 to 6 treatments, that's the difference. Pre-treatment on the left, and then after treatment on the right. And she's now pain-free, no pain in the leg. She has no back pain because the leg was affecting her posture. She's pain-free, she's walking easier, and she's really happy, and her mom was just totally impressed. And really all I was doing was what I was taught. It's straightforward. All of you would have been able to do the same thing. It's just that I had the opportunity to work with this person, and I hope that the surgeon contacts me.
Yeah. Do you want to share some of your experience from practice while you're up here, just as far as what you're doing?
Sure, yeah. I'm a registered massage therapist. I've been doing massage therapy for 9 years. I was mostly doing structural integration and fascial work and deep tissue, and I wasn't really happy with the results. I was kind of just maintaining people's issues once a month. They're coming back for retreatment, and I felt like...
How was it on your body, too, to do
I was in pain. Yeah. I have like a slim build, so doing deep tissue on people, I don't necessarily have a lot of body mass to put behind that. And then I personally thought it was a waste of time. I was fighting with their tissue, and then 3 weeks goes by and we're doing it all over again. And I felt very strongly that there had to be a better, more efficient way to get the end results. So I found out about matrix repatterning. I started looking into it, took the intro course like the one you're all taking today, and I was totally convinced. And what I did is I just started incorporating what I learned from the foundations course into my massage treatments. And really early on I noticed that it was working better than the massage. I was getting better results. I was able to treat a wider range of issues. And I wasn't sure how my clients were going to accept it because, deep tissue to this is very gentle. But I only had two clients that really didn't follow me over. And now I basically just do matrix repatterning. I've specialized into doing matrix repatterning. And I decided to go down the matrix road because I really like it. I really enjoy doing it. I find it very mentally stimulating, and it's always a challenge trying to, troubleshoot and figure out what's going on and being able to help with issues I was never able to with massage therapy.
Yeah. Are you having fun?
I have fun all the time. Yeah, that's why I'm here.
That's right.
All right, thanks.
Great, thanks, Oliver. Yeah. It's nice to get these kinds of graphic depictions of what's going on, but there's absolutely 4 years of non-union, 4 years of deteriorating bone structure, and 6 treatments later. This is 4 months between these two x-rays, by the way. Okay? And she's functional now. This young lady would have gone on through life in constant pain with we think that eventually these tissues start to degrade at a cellular level, and we see all kinds of other conditions evolving. Osteomyelitis is one of them that's often a complication of this type of injury, and it can become quite serious. But you're seeing healthy bone here, okay? Despite the fact that the rod is there. And they use bone stimulators. They tried everything. So there are things that we can do that really no one else is doing. So the question is why? What is this all about? Well, matrix repatterning is a gentle, powerful method of assessment and treatment based on the most up-to-date understanding of the body at the cellular and molecular level and its electrical properties. Because one of the things we know about the body is that every cell in our body is a battery, a little battery generating electricity. It's a wet cell. And we're generating electricity. And what I discovered by accident is that when there's an injury, that this electrical current, which is distributed through the body, is interrupted. And those interruptions are actually detectable. Okay, so that was a happy accident where I discovered that. And it's something that we use in our practice, and you will practice as well. So it's a unique method that restores optimal function and well-being by releasing tension in the deep core structures, literally the framework of the body. These dense structures where energy is absorbed. And I use the example of, banging on this table here. You can hear the sound. And if I do that on the pillow, you don't hear it, right? Because the density of a structure is really an expression of the number of molecules per unit area. And so if you have a fall or a significant injury, that energy is going to be transmitted into the dense structure. It's going to be stored there, whereas a less dense structure will dissipate it more easily. So what are the densest parts of the body? Well, it's often in a deeper framework. We'll talk about that briefly in a short time. So, and this matrix repatterning has consistently demonstrated objective, measurable outcomes like you just saw in the X-ray, unmatched in the field of manual therapy. I have not seen it anywhere else in terms of literally measurable changes. Now, people do talk about improving pain, but pain is a really hard thing to measure, right? And they may see some temporary improvements in function, but to see lasting, permanent change in tissues, measurable on X-ray, other imaging, see lab tests become normal, to see a brain function normalize measurably. We're doing a study with the University of North Carolina on that now. These are things that are I've never seen it anywhere else.
The referral rate now is like off the charts. I think people are looking for something that's different, that's effective, that's non-invasive, and Matrix meets those needs. And definitely that's improved the amount of people that talk to other people and then eventually come to see me. The Matrix approach is much easier on my body too. And that was something that I was looking for. I felt like it was a waste of time to, spend an hour struggling with someone's tissue for it only to return that way in the next month. And I thought there has to be a more efficient way. And Matrix is an approach that is highly efficient. I have to output hardly any energy to create better results than I was getting with my massage approach. It creates better results with less kickback from the, kickback pain for the client. So it's a win-win situation across the board, and I love it for that. I can treat more people per day, which, for me, it's not really about the money. It's about being able to feel good in my body as I am able to help other people's situation out, and that is really rewarding for me because I don't want to burn out. I'd like to do this for many years, and the Matrix repatterning approach will enable me to do that, so I'm happy.